All right, so this video is going to be a bit different than in comparison to my normal types of videos. This is a celebration for 500 followers on Twitch. And this is a thank you letter as well as something to refer to back in the future. Just to kind of give a synopsis of my emotional state as well as just kind of give the story that led me up to this point. But before I start with the Yap Sesh, I just want to say if you are a new content creator or streamer and you are currently struggling, I just want to say that it gets better. No matter how difficult it is, as long as you keep trying and keep grinding and streaming and making content, it will get better. Now, I just want to say that I started streaming officially back in 2016 when I got my first PlayStation 4. I think it was Nier Automata that I was playing. And I wasn't really seriously streaming because my parents didn't want me to stream. And I was in high school at that time. I was in my freshman year of high school. And I loved it. I fell in love with it so fast. I didn't really have many friends in school growing up. So most of my friends were online. And, you know, I saw them streaming and I wanted to join with them. And, you know, I had a blast. But eventually I got caught doing that. And I stopped streaming until probably around 2020. And I streamed every once in a while, but I didn't have the time to do it my freshman year or my sophomore year. But in my junior year, most of my friends moved away and dropped out of college. So I started streaming again because I wanted someone to talk to. So I thought streaming was the best way to go. And that's when I seriously got started with streaming. I made my first VTuber model and I got done from there. And it took me about a year-ish to get to about 300 followers. Because I had about, I think, 135 before I even started seriously streaming. And, you know, I streamed almost every day. And I moved out of my parents' place and I got my own place. And after that, you know, I just kept streaming. I just kept going. And eventually, you know, I started streaming a little bit less. I was streaming 3 or 4 days a week for about 2 hours. And I burned myself out. I was putting way too much effort in at work and as well as streaming. And that really set me back quite a bit in terms of streaming. I went from streaming 3-4 days a week to streaming only 1 or 2 days a week. And then I got demoted at my job for a dumb reason. And I won't go into that too much. Just because it is a little personal. But that really slowed down my motivation as well. And in January, I unfortunately lost my cat. And that really set me back even more. I didn't stream for a while, and even before this last week, I wasn't streaming very often. I just couldn't. I had no motivation whatsoever. I couldn't even do anything. But I quit my job. I put in my 2 weeks. And honestly, I think that was the best idea at the time. And I still think it is, because without that, I wouldn't have been able to join the hunt this year, which is the video in the background that you're watching. For those who don't know, The Hunt is a community event for the Borderlands community. It is a charity fundraiser for the Children of St. Jude's. I will put the link in my description, so that way if you want to donate, you can. If you can't, that's not that big of a deal. But if you can watch the video and share it around and, you know, spread the word about the St. Jude's charity, that would be more than appreciated. But anyways, originally I wasn't going to participate in the hunt. But having a conversation with my partner, I decided to join. And as soon as I just joined the Discord, everyone welcomed me with open arms. And that is something that I have never, ever had the chance of experiencing. Most communities are very closed off and they stick within their own groups. And Borderlands is such a tight-knit community and everyone is so amazing. And I cannot thank them enough for welcoming me into their community. I've been playing Borderlands since Borderlands 1, and I never got to interact with anyone because usually I stuck to myself. I was always scared to go out and try to communicate with people that I've never met before. And streaming has opened me up to that. But the Borderlands community has been such a wonderful experience to be able to participate in, and has refreshed my motivation for everything. It has totally switched my mood up, and I just wanted to give a thank you to everyone who supported me throughout this event. And I want to give specific thank yous. I will also put their Twitches in the description. First, I would like to thank Nikki Nix and Hawking Around. Those two have done nothing but support me through the whole 10 days of the event. And honestly, I cannot thank them more than enough. And it's been a joy being able to talk to them, to collaborate with them, even just to sit in their chat and talk for a little bit. Those two have been such a joy to be around. The other people I would like to thank, the two people I would like to thank is Vex Inc. Siren and Blogum Fox. Those two joined me for the tail end of the event, and I had an absolute blast. Those two are the only reason that I could even make it through the 24-hour day that I did for the 500 celebration. Those two are utmost joy as well. And I'm glad that I got to meet them, and I look forward to spending more time with them in the future. I would also like to thank K6, Killer 6, and Sheriff Pyrrhic for organizing this event. Without them, this event wouldn't be a thing. And I would also like to thank them for their support as well. They followed me during the event, and I kind of had a mental freakout moment. I was kind of starstruck. But there are also other people that I would wish to thank. I wish I could thank everyone that I talked to during this event, but there are just way too many people to name. So those are the main ones. I'll put a bunch of other people's links in the description so you can go support them if you could. But yeah, I just wanted to give a little bit of a thank you to everyone. And I would also like to thank everyone that has supported me the last 2 or 3 years that I've been streaming hardcore. Without you guys, I would not be in this position. And I know it's not much in comparison to other streamers who have thousands and thousands of followers or subscribers. But for me, this has been such a major milestone that I didn't think that I was going to hit. At one point during the 24-hour stream, Blogum Fox and I had over 134 people watching us at the same time. And that is thanks to Nikki and Hawk, as well as Hitman and Cats. I will also put their link in the description. Those ones will be at the top. But that was such a wonderful experience. I was feeling a little bit of imposter syndrome, because I didn't think that I earned all of the support that I was given throughout the event. Especially, with Hawken and Nikki shouting me out every time that I went into their chat. I just felt like I was being a burden to them. But keeping over 110 viewers throughout the stream for 4 or 5 hours was it made me think a bit differently. And this event has made me have a different perspective on content creation and just my life in general. And I can't thank everyone enough for all of that. And to my future self, I don't know how many followers you have. I don't know how much you've succeeded, how many times you failed, but things will get better. You have put the effort in. You've put as much effort in as you possibly can, and I know you did, because that's just how you are. You grind yourself to the bone every time you get even a little motivation. And I hope that you have learned to pace yourself. And I hope that you are doing great things, because that is the reason that we started this. We started this to help people and support people and be able to talk to people and make a community that is worth having fun in, and just being able to experience the satisfaction of a community. And I hope that you're able to help people get started, even if it's just a little bit. Because when I first started streaming, I had no one to help me. I had no idea what I was doing. I had to figure it all out by myself. And my goal is to be the person that I didn't have. I want to be able to help people get started. I want to be able to make friends with them. I want to be able to collaborate with them. I don't want to leave people on their own to figure things out. I want to be able to help them. And I hope that future me, I hope you are taking that seriously. But anyway, for everyone else that's watching this, thank you so much. I can't even begin to put into words how much joy that I take into creating content and talking to each and every one of you that interacts, or being able to entertain for those that don't want to interact and just watch me and support me. I cannot put into words how thankful I am for you guys, because without you, I would not be here. I would still be streaming to maybe one person every stream, and I wouldn't have put in as much effort as I have. And for those who are streaming or thinking about getting into streaming and you're struggling with it, it gets easier the more you do it. And if you ever have any questions, if you want some advice, even if you want me to help mentor you into starting, please send me a message. I'll put my Discord in the description, as well as my Discord server, for those who want to join that. And to Solarium, if you're anyone in Solarium that's watching this, I want to thank you as well for taking the chance and joining my community and just having a great time together. Because without you guys, I wouldn't have been able to continue on earlier this year. And you guys are nothing but amazing. But that's all I wanted to say. And for everyone watching this, I just want you to know that I love you and I appreciate you, and that everything in life gets better. Thank you guys for watching this, and I will see you in the next videos that are up to come. I'm going to be clipping and editing every single day of the hunt into a couple of videos. So that is going to be something to keep an eye out on. But yeah, thank you guys, and I will see you in the next videos. Goodbye.